Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Wait, set, 53!
Check, 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 check!
Hey, goal 66! Second!
The second-year man for USC, this is Ronald Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
On second and 11 now. Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Sugar! 72!
Throwing is Brady on third down. Open man has got it. It's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 50.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
He's checking. Crash. Hatchet. Check 31.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
From the 22, Brady, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Tighten up.
72.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's caught by Howard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. On first down, it's Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
45. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go. Back.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's get it. Here we go. Set. Ready. You don't want to know.
Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, wahoo!
Let's go deep. Drip. Let's go deep. Tighten up.
Hey, hey!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Hey, goal 66!
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, watch this, watch this.
72!
58 for Mike.
Alpha!
Now Brady. And that is incomplete. It's not often that we put the word overthrow next to the name Tom Brady.
His accuracy is so good that when there are misses, they're usually not by much. So when we see one like that, look,
scratch your head a little bit.
Scratch your head, and we're chuckling about the whole thing. Let's see how fired up he gets about it, though, because you know he likes to atone for his errors.
So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch the slip, watch the 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Here we go, Diego. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a big one.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Jones. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Hey, set. 29. Alpha. Regular.
Keep it up. Check 13.
Sugar.
Here's Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Watch the safety. Check it. Check 43. 66. Rip.
Brady now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380.
54. And we're pretty quiet. We're pretty.
Hey, check it.
Shit.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Brady. He's got it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the... And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. The first down screen pass, good for 5. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Play action now. Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there.
That's it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. You got nothing.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Round 80. Round 80. 72.
Danny. Wide. Get wide.
Easy. Hey, 66.
They'll run on first down. Jones looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
72. 72.
Shotgun now for Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a third down.
Hey, 66. Hey, check it.
Alert 3.
From the gun, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. There he goes right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. To throw, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Levante David. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. On first down, it's Jones. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Again, it's Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Rip. Hey, check it.
From the gun, Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
4 yards the pickup, first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
His offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100 now.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Wait, set, wide, 80.
Mike 54. Here we go.
72.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So